Yep.
When's the next Fall Guys? You know.
Oh, dude, that's a great question. I've just been really into R6 and Valorant, so
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. Bro, it's kind of sad. There's just not a lot of games for us to play.
yeah. It's also not a lot of games I like.
Cross-plat.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But, I mean, I feel like when you said, you're a kind of a picky gamer,
hmm
like, I feel like, you know, you kind of have to be, right? Like, once you get into, like, games, I mean, any person that's like, oh yeah, I'll just play any game ever, like, are they really a gamer, you know?
They're too much of a gamer. They're too much of a casual gamer for me.
Right.
Like Matt is a very good casual gamer.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Matt is more of a casual gamer than Rob is.
Hmm. Cause like, I don't know, I mean, like, I felt what you said, like, you know, about that, like, I feel like if I was just like, oh yeah, I'll play any game, then I probably haven't played games enough, I guess. I mean, I feel like maybe that's just with anything, right? Like, with watching movies and stuff, you know, like if you've watched a lot of movies, you kind of get a sense of like, okay, I'm not gonna like this, or this isn't for me, I'm not gonna enjoy this.
True. Yeah, that is true.
With shows, with anime, like anything, right? It's just once you get to that point of watching or consuming like so many, you realize, I guess, what you like and don't like.
I agree and disagree, but mostly agree. Just from like, for me personally, I've been playing so much of the same types of games where it's just like competitive shooters, and I'll reach out to other shooters, but I've just cornered myself into mainly just shooters. Like, there's no reason for me not to enjoy single player shooters or anything like that, but I just don't fuck with them. Or like, just like other competitive games that are in. I don't know. I feel like I'm so picky for no reason. Only because I played the games I played for so long.
I mean, that's fair.
Kinda.
Like I felt okay. Like I feel like for me, right? Like I mostly play fighting games, anime games, and like action games and stuff in between.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, obviously like I play Fortnite now. So, you know, but I'm still not like into shooters really.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know. And like, there's a lot of free games like Fall Guys, Knockout City, that like, I feel like, I don't know, like, for example, Multiverses. That game, I don't want to try it because it doesn't look for me. There's nothing that makes me want to play it. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, I don't know.
Okay, I agree with that because it's another fighting game and you play so many fighting games.
That's fair, I guess.
So, you thinking that you aren't gonna like certain fighting games because you played so many of them, so you have a good feel of what they're gonna be like. I understand that, but I don't play enough games in general for me to shut down other games like that. I feel like I don't know. I just shut down other types of games when I feel like I definitely should. Like the games I play are like, I would say, sports games, shooting games. Sports games, shooting games. I would say like in racing games.
Yeah.
But and then I've stuck my toes in to fighting games. But I can already tell that like there are some fighting games that are just like too complex. Even if they aren't super complex for me to get into.
No, yeah, that's fair. Fighting games aren't for everyone, sadly.
But they are like the simple ones like Smash, really fun for me. I like multiverses because it's like I feel like it's even more dumbed down than Smash.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. But I don't see my I don't know. I want to like Street Fighter, but having to combo the joystick movements with certain buttons is just too big brain for my tiny brain.
No,
that's why I can't get into it. I want to so bad because I love watching you play fighting games because you make fighting games look so much fun, especially playing with other people.
Do I?
You make fighting games look fun.
Well, glad I can do that. It's only when I win, though.
Even if you don't win, because you know it looks like you know what you're doing. You know combos. The action and the fighting looks good. So there's like in my head, I'm like, why wouldn't I like fighting games? When I see you doing so well hitting combos and everything, but then when I do it, I can't get the combos, so it's just kind of like, I don't get the cool animations, and I suck at it, and my brain can't comprehend the combo. But I wish I did. Like, watching pros play fighting games, and watching, like, just people in general play fighting games, I'm like, damn, I want to get into fighting games. And then I play them, I'm like, damn, I really fucking suck at fighting games.
No, I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That is kind of like
strategy games. I wish I could get good strategy games and stuff like that. But I'm just so bad when it comes to like micromanaging and stuff like that where I can't do it. But watching other people play them and be good at it and be able to like time everything up where like you're always focusing on something, I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that.
I feel.
Have you played XCOM?
No.
Do you know what XCOM is?
No. What is it?
I don't know how to describe it. It's like a third-person strategy game where you control like units and where they move and if they attack or if they like scout or if they like I don't know, just like defend a spot. So it's like kind of cool, and you don't really shoot yourself, like aim and shoot, but you do control the people who do that, and it's kind of cool like that.
Bro, what do you mean you wish you were good at strategy games? You're the Connect 4 champion, bro.
Dude, board games, tabletop games, I'm there. I'm all for them. Card games, sign me up.
Sign me up.
I love that.
Yeah,
but
dude.
hardcore strategy games where I have to like micromanage things, not good at.
Not good.
Yeah, micromanaging. I don't know. Nate's really good at it, and Rob's really good at it. Matt's really good at it. I can't. Kai's good at it. I can't. My brother's good at them. I feel like I grew up with people that were good at strategy games, and I just can't. But I want to.
Yeah. part of me is like, I don't know. I wish I was better at fighting games, because like, bro, I feel like I understand like not getting into fighting games just because like I feel like sometimes even I fucking hate fighting games, bro. Like I be playing sometimes and I'm just like I'll play ranked, you know, and then you know, I'll just be losing, you know, I'll be losing, getting my ass kicked like all the fucking time on ranked, and you know, it's just like, it's like, I'm like, bro, like, why the fuck do I play this game? Like, you know, like, it's just like, because, you know, and, like, depending on, like, what the reason is, like, right, like, if it's lag, or if it's, like, they're using top tier, and I'm just not, or, like, you know, they're just mashing buttons, like, whatever, right, like, whatever the reason is, sometimes it's just, like, I'll play online, and I'll legit just be like, bro, fuck this game. Or like, you know, like, it's just like you'll, because I feel like, to a certain degree, like, fighting games are kind of like, you know, the more, like, they are, like, a prime example of, like, the more time you put into them, the better you're gonna be, right? So, like, and I feel like, sometimes for me, and I think a lot of people too, they kind of expect a lot of themselves to be good when they, even though they just started playing, or like they haven't put as much time into the game as other people, including you.
Yeah. It's because I watch a lot of fighting games. Man, I want to be good, and seeing how bad I am, I'm like, damn, this shit sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just like, it's not a good feeling, and I'm like, because like I get that feeling a lot because, like, I watch a lot of fighting games, I play a lot of fighting games, but I never play them to the extent that a lot of sweats online play them, which is like all the time. That's their only game. You know,
exactly.
So then, like, when I think about it, like, actually think about it, like, I'm like, okay, like, take Smash, for example, like, I'll get bodied in Smash, and then I'm like, well, like, I might be mad in that moment, but then I'm like, well, when I actually think about it, right, this guy, look at his playtime hours, he has 4,000 hours in the game, I have under 1,000 still. With how much
That's crazy.
Yeah,
to think
yeah.
about.
I have under 1,000 with how much I've already played the game, and I still have under 1,000. People have 4 times that amount. So, like, of course they should win the game. You know, like, of course they should beat me because they put in 4 times the amount I've put into the game. So,
do you know how many hours I put into Rocket League?
No. How many?
Oh shit! Here, let me do some now. Okay, so so in total, through Xbox, in all my accounts on PC, I want to say I have over 3,000 hours.
Okay.
And I suck still.
Nah, that's cap, bro.
No, okay, well, I don't suck, but like, there are still a lot of people that are a lot better than me who've played a lot less than me.
That's fair.
Yeah, I just like, I play it a lot. I play it almost every day, but I'm still not good. Or not as good as I should be.
I feel.
It makes me sad.
I feel. I mean, Rocket League is kind of like the first game to be like Rocket League, huh? As in, like, there's no other game really like it. Like, I guess.
I think you're right, yeah.
I mean, like, there's, I mean, obviously that's not like Rocket League 2, like, that's the first one, right? And like,
No, it is the second one.
it is?
The first one was the PlayStation exclusive, called Super Acrobatic Rocket Powered cars.
Are you making that up?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Free rocket. It was called SARP PC, Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars. And that was the precursor to it. It was a PlayStation 3 game.
Oh, PS3. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess it was released in 2008.
Oh, but it's not by Epic, right?
No, that was by Psyonix.
Oh, okay.
So Psyonix still is the owner of Rocket League. Just Epic bought the rights to it. So like, you used to be on Steam. Now you can't get it on Steam. You can only get it on Epic. And then on consoles. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
All right. God. All right. God, Ayane is so hard to react to online. So stupid fast. Oh my god. That's the end. Yeah. This guy's a 16 win streak. He might be a smurf.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Let's see how strong you are.
I missed that. Oh my god. Speaking of why I fucking play fighting games.
What?
Speaking of why I don't know why I play fighting games sometimes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This fucking game. Well, I'm playing Dead or Alive right now.
Yeah.
And this guy is just fucking using Ayane, who's just so stupid fast that you just can't react to her online, bro.
Yeah. Big brain.
Oh my god. No. Bruh. I swear to fucking god. Okay. If I lost that match, I would have cried. But anyway. Yeah, what fighting game would you be interested in trying though?
Try?
Yeah.
I guess DNF.
Oh yeah. Word?
Yeah, look, it looks so fun. Like every time I see it, I'm like, yeah, this game looks so fun. And then I see the big motherfucker, I'm like, oh, it's this game.
God.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
DNF is kind of, you know? God. Yeah, DNF is the game's kind of died, honestly. Which is kind of crazy that it just came out and died.
It's hard to get traction. You're right about games, bro.
You were acting all
Yeah.
at the beginning. What happened?
But I think, well, it's weird with DNF because, you know, it just came out and like, I mean, I feel like, I guess it's, well, okay, no. DNF is in a different kind of spot because, so DNF came out right before EVO, but it was not a game that was going to be at EVO. So, people...
Is EVO like the big, not make it or break it like thing for fighting games, but it's like a big thing to be at?
Yeah, it's like the biggest fighting game tournament of the year.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you know, everyone was preparing for EVO, so they were playing their main game that they were going to enter at EVO. But DNF wasn't like a game you could enter. I mean, they had a side tournament, but it wasn't like a main stage tournament. So, like, everyone's going to obviously be practicing for their game, not playing DNF Duel. So, and that on top of the fact that, well, DNF Duel doesn't really have, like, any new content going for it. So, like, there's no incentive to make players come back to playing it. There's no new DLC characters, there's no costumes, there's nothing. It's just the game's out. You know, it only has 16 characters in the roster, and it's just like, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's just, it's not it looks good. Like, I've played it, it's kind of fun, but, I don't know. I guess it just doesn't really, I don't know. To me, like, I feel like, you know, well, me personally, I have my own kind of gripes with, like, fighting games nowadays. Like, I feel like they should have more characters in the base roster, and stuff. But, like, yeah, I mean, with the IP that, you know, that is DNF, which is like Dungeon Fighter, which is like, it's a big IP, but it's not really, I feel like, all that recognized in the West. So, but yeah, with all those kind of things adding up, I feel like it's not too surprising why DNF Duel is already dead. So, yeah, and you know, they just had a patch and they barely changed anything for the balance. So, like, it's just kind of like,
What are they supposed to be balancing if no one's playing the game?
I mean, okay, people are still playing, but
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They make the changes off of what the community's saying. If there isn't a big enough community, they aren't changing much.
I mean, yeah, but like, I feel like definitely, like, one thing that can get people to hop back in is like, oh, time to check out, like, balance changes or something. You know what I mean? Like, if they balance the game, like, a lot more, then because, like, there's definitely, like, people that were playing it, like, when it first came out and, like, saying, like, stuff. So I think they definitely had enough to work with, like, for a balance patch. And they had, you know, a few tournaments. Like I said, they still had a side tournament at EVO. It just wasn't like a main stage one, but
Yeah.
I just feel like
what with what you were saying with, like, how the main, like, fighting people are playing their own games and, like, practicing for EVO.
yeah, well, yes, but like like, I feel like, yeah, there's still enough data, like, for some kind of patch or some kind of balance, because people still made tier lists and stuff. You know, the game was out. Like, yeah, it definitely like, EVO affected it, but I feel like they still had enough to do something. But it seems like they are not really. It seems like they're not really planning to support DNF. So I feel like that comes off as like, if the developers aren't really planning to support this game, then like as a player, what's the point of like playing it? I guess.
At this point, the only thing I could say is they really have to get DNF into our major tournament.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like that again, or like I guess any major convention. Honestly, if they can have their own panel, they would probably bring them back up a lot.
Well, they did actually.
PAX or
They did just have a. They did just have a tournament at East Coast Throwdown, but
yeah, like
yeah, I don't know. I think. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, like also, you know, the game is not very like. I feel like. I think DNF is probably more of like a, you know, appeals to the casual side, because I feel like when pro players look at DNF and they see how busted the characters are, like they are not trying to play that. And I think DNF is kind of like I think I was watching pro players talk about it, and one said that it's like a fast food fighting game. Like it's something that like you don't want to play all the time, or like you don't want those kind of fighting games to come out all the time, because they're kind of like not really balanced, and they're just kind of like everyone's broken and there's just so much broken stuff, but they're fun, like they're really fun, and like just focus kind of more on that. And I could see why like a pro player wouldn't want to like get into that, because it's just like, you know, it's just rage inducing, I guess, for them. Mm-hmm. But for like someone who just wants to like, you know, like for someone like who doesn't want to spend a lot of time practicing like one frame links to do a combo and stuff, it can just be fun to hop in and you know, press buttons and do dumb shit.
Like, so the thing with like, I guess the thing I would compare DNF to would be multiverses, because they're both like newer games, like
yeah, that's true.
Even though they aren't, I'm guessing they aren't really the same type of fighting game.
Right.
But I feel like multiverses have really, it's like more of a casual sided fighter, but it's still, I feel like, gained a lot of traction.
Yeah, that is true. I think
I guess they came out with collabs.
That's true.
I don't really know.
I mean,
I don't know
also
really who they started with or who made it, but like they did start really strong with the characters that you can play.
Yeah. So I feel like the reason why Multiverses had like, you know, much better release than DNF is, well, I think they honestly just, they handled everything like a lot better. And like kind of how I was saying, there's a lot more to look forward to in Multiverses than DNF. Like, you know that they're having more characters come, you know what I mean? Whereas DNF, there's nothing new coming. Like, we don't know if they're, I mean, we pretty much know they're not making any new characters or anything.
Yeah.
But like with DNF, or no, I mean with Multiverses, right? So they have, you know, first off, the game's free. DNF is $50.
Oh yeah, that's already a big thing.
Yeah, and it's cross-plat. DNF isn't.
Okay, yeah.
So that's also huge.
Yeah, those are two big strikes so far.
Yeah, exactly. So also, DNF or Multiverses is what was I gonna say? Well, so yeah, the marketing for the game was way better, right? Like DNF didn't really market itself at all, And that's why I feel
Really?
that's why I feel like most of the people that play DNF or even knew about it were like people like me that like fighting games and pay attention to Arc System Works games.
That's crazy because I feel like I saw more pre-stop, or not, I'm not even sure if I'd say pre-stop, but more ads for DNF than I did for Multiverses.
Right.
The only reason I heard about Multiverses was because more streamers were playing it on release. But it wasn't because of the ads or anything like that. It was just because streamers were playing it.
Hmm.
So, but I saw YouTube ads, I saw like Twitch ads, maybe even like streaming ads for DNF. And like like seeing those ads, I was like, damn, this shit looks good. This
Yeah.
shit looks good. Like the fighting looks good, the art style looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see the big motherfucker, and I saw it on your stream, and I was like, yeah, that dude was kind of broken. Off
Yeah.
rip.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, oh shit, that's the game I remember Mondi was streaming. But I think they did promote it very, like, pretty decent, especially like early. I just think for the gaming scene at the moment, you don't really want to advertise it like that. You want to advertise it more towards like you want to get content creators on it before having ads for it, I guess.
Right. Yeah. I think that's what Multiverses did because
Yeah, they did that beautifully.
yeah, because like they had, I mean, of course, like they had all the Smash people playing it early and like giving their opinions on it, and that's obviously like the main, that's like the main competitor or like main thing that like people will think of when they play Multiverses or compare it is Smash, right? So like to get the like everyone that's big in the Smash scene playing your game already, it's like that's huge for marketing. And you know, before the game even comes out, and you know, and then obviously they had the collabs, and it's free and everything else. Like I feel like everything just kind of, you know,
Worked.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so the thing with Multiverses is that Multiverses was also at EVO, and it was a bit strange because I don't think Multiverses was ever planned to be at EVO.
No, didn't they just like take out Smash or some bullshit?
They took out
Or not-
Smash, but they took
Yeah,
out
they took out Smash.
Smash a long time before. Like,
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah,
and
yeah,
they just
yeah.
never had a replacement.
well, Smash was never gonna be at EVO this year, so like,
Really?
yeah, because I mean, you know, I mean, people have. There's been an ongoing debate of whether Smash is like really a fighting game or not, and the scene is kind of somewhat split in the
So,
FGC,
like-
you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't really care that Smash wasn't at EVO, but the thing is, if it was weird that Multiverses was at EVO, but DNF wasn't. But the thing is,
Yeah.
Multiverses was kind of, it was at EVO, but I guess it was like its own thing. Like they kind of just literally like wrote themselves in EVO, and like I still think it like they weren't on like the main stage or anything. They had just kind of had their own, I guess, stream and their own kind of setup at EVO and everything. And
Was it on Evo's mainstream at all?
No, it wasn't. It was on their own stream. Yeah. So none of it
That's
wasn't.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I think honestly they probably just like, you know, had a deal or something, and they were like, hey, can we just like do this at EVO, you know, to kind of cross promote, like, I guess, each other. And they were probably like, sure, because it wouldn't be on their setup. I mean, that's my theory anyway, but
That's a good theory, though. That's a good thing for them to even get that. That's insane. Even if it's on their main stream, just being like saying like, yeah, we were at Evo year one that we got out.
right. And it helps kind of EVO because EVO is, you know, partly like the biggest fighting game tournament, but it's also like kind of like a convention, like an event, you know. So like
That's what I'm saying. So like, even if you aren't seeing it on stream, the people actually there are seeing it.
right, yeah. And it just helps like if people are like, oh, I kind of want to play this game, but it's not there. They're like, oh no, actually we do have it, you know. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think I think because the game was so successful, they were like, yeah, we can do that or something, you know.
Could you imagine if DNF wasn't streamed on their main like stream like that, but was there? I think that would have helped it so much. Oh, was there?
Yeah, it was there.
Okay.
Like I said,
But it still didn't help it out like that much.
yeah, not really.
That's crazy. Because I thought, like, again, for me being a non-fighting person, it looked so good.
Yeah.
It looked so good. Again, I don't remember too much of the actual gameplay of like your stream, besides like some people were broken and some people just weren't fun playing, or they were fun playing but they weren't good playing. So I don't know. I thought that would help it a lot, but I guess not. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.